I'm joined now by senior editorial writer Collin Levy. Hi, Collin.
Hi, Dan.
Well, Wisconsin's war on women, and that was Tom Barrett, Scott Walker's probably primary opponent. What happened in Wisconsin? I thought it was Scott Walker's war on collective bargaining.
Yeah, didn't you know this was really all about women's rights in Wisconsin?
Right.
This was, I mean, this has really been the story that's sort of gone untold in Wisconsin for a little while, is the fact that despite all of the union money that's gone into this recall election and all of the mess that we saw back last year, it turns out that Wisconsin voters actually aren't nearly as interested in the collective bargaining fight as the Democrats would have hoped and the unions would have hoped. So you're seeing Barrett focusing more on the economy, and that's what's happening there.
Well, I take it that the economy is, in fact, the thing that is on the minds of Wisconsinites. There was a recent, I guess, survey up there that showed that they think the economy is more important than collective bargaining by a margin of something like 4 to 1. That suggests that maybe the economy in Wisconsin isn't doing too well.
Right. I mean, you have to remember, first of all, the number that actually said that they put collective bargaining over the economy was only 12%. Just to review that one, but it's true that many of the economies in the Midwest haven't been having a very good run of it, and the thing that the Democrats have been picking on has been the fact that Scott Walker said during his original campaign, which was also against Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett, that he was going to create 250,000 jobs, and they're saying, hey, where are those jobs? No, those haven't actually been created. But again, here we're talking about a recall election that was called because of a collective bargaining fight. These are policy disagreements surrounding the economy now that might be fought in a regular election, but we haven't really generally in Wisconsin or in other states simply called recall elections to refight some of the policy battles.
Yeah, so it sets up a kind of an interesting dynamic. I mean, this whole thing has been represented as a referendum on Scott Walker's collective bargaining legislation. And boy, if it turns out in June that mainly what it was about is the persistently poor economy in the Great Lakes states, I wonder if that'll get through. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if mainly what Governor Walker's problems had to do with is the lack of job creation there, just like in the rest of the country.
Right. There's no question. I mean, I think some of the good news that we have seen, though, there's a survey put out by Chief Executive Magazine that interviews basically business CEOs and on where they think the most conducive business climates are across the states. And last year they had a huge jump for Wisconsin. Wisconsin was up about 17 spots on the list, and this year Wisconsin had gains again from business leaders saying that they thought it looked like a much better kind of state that they'd like to go in and create new jobs. They gained another 4 spots this year. So you may actually see that environment improving somewhat in Wisconsin in the coming years. I think the recall is something that has a certain amount of nervousness right now in the business community. Some of the people interviewed, business leaders interviewed, said they were afraid that a recall could swing that pendulum in the other direction. So that's the issue there. Again, you are seeing benefits for taxpayers from some of the reforms that were instituted last year, and both in property taxes and in other ways. So some of those things are already beginning to be seen as well.
Okay, thanks, Collin. We're going to keep a close eye on Wisconsin. There's obviously a lot more going there than just the unions.